Welcome back to Echoes of the Unseen. In Part 2, Alexander shattered Persian power in Asia Minor. Now, his path led south, to the ancient land of Egypt, a vital prize and a symbol of conquest. Rather than resisting, the Persian satrap in Egypt surrendered without a fight, and Alexander was welcomed by the Egyptians not as an invader, but as a liberator from Persian rule. He was even declared a pharaoh, a divine king. It was during his time in Egypt that Alexander laid the foundations for one of his most enduring legacies, the city of Alexandria. Strategically located on the Mediterranean coast, it was destined to become a beacon of Hellenistic culture, learning, and trade for centuries, a true metropolis of the ancient world. His vision was not just about conquest, but about the spreading of Greek influence and the creation of new centers of power and knowledge. But the ultimate prize and the great King Darius III still awaited. Darius had gathered an even larger, more diverse army than before, drawing forces from across his vast empire, determined to crush Alexander once and for all. He chose his ground carefully, the wide, open plains of Gaugamela, near modern-day Mosul, a terrain perfectly suited for his scythe chariots and overwhelming numerical superiority. This was to be the decisive clash, the battle that would determine the fate of empires. On that fateful day in October 331 BCE, at Gaugamela, Alexander faced an army estimated to be several times his own. Yet, through audacious tactics, brilliant battlefield command, and the unparalleled discipline of his troops, he achieved another impossible victory. He famously drew out Darius's forces, created a gap in their lines, and then, leading his companion cavalry, charged directly towards Darius himself. The great king, once again, broke and fled, his army collapsing in chaos. Having secured Asia Minor, Alexander turned his gaze to the ancient land of Egypt, where he was welcomed as a liberator. But the true destiny of his empire would be decided on the plains of Gaugamela, in a final epic showdown against Darius III and the full might of the Persian Empire. In Part 3, Echoes of the Unseen explores Alexander's strategic brilliance, the founding of a legendary city, and the battle that cemented his place as one of history's greatest conquerors. The Battle of Gaugamela marked the true end of the Achaemenid Persian Empire. Though Darius would linger on as a fugitive, his power was utterly broken. Alexander's subsequent entry into the Persian capitals of Babylon, Susa, and eventually Persepolis was triumphant. He found immense treasures, which he distributed among his troops, and ceremonially destroyed the royal palace at Persepolis, a symbolic act of vengeance for Persia's past invasions of Greece. Alexander was now, undeniably, the undisputed ruler of the largest empire the world had yet seen.